The law of sines, chapter 4, the law of sines. So what is the law of sines? Anybody seen this before? It basically says the sine of, how should I write it? Angle. The sine of angle A over side A is the sine of angle B over side B is the sine of angle C over side C. The law of sines. That the ratio, the three ratios are equal of the sine of an angle over the side across from it. Now, so let's do 10 minutes, just kind of get our feet wet here, and then we'll take our test. So, excuse me. Let me make sure it's clear what that thing is saying up there.
Does it need to be written that way? I have it written flipped.
Yeah, upside down. Either way. Totally fine. So it's basically saying the sides, see, here's angle C or point C, same thing, and here's the side across from it. Notice the C is across from the C. That's what I want to point out. And the A is across from the A. And the B is across from the B. You guys with me on that? So the angle and the side are across the same letter. A is across from A, B is across from B, C is across from C. So that's what this is saying. If you have the sine of an angle and the side across from it, that's going to be equal to the sine of another angle and the side across from it, etc. Okay, so what? What does that mean? What can we do? Well, that can help us out. So, for example, in this little triangle here, I can find. They're asking me what's angle B. Find angle B. This angle right here. Oh, actually, I don't. What can I do? I don't need some new formula to find that. How do I find angle B first up? How many degrees in any triangle? 180 total in any triangle. So if I basically add 39 degrees and what is it, 78 degrees? The two angles they are giving me. I don't know if you guys can all see it. So maybe I should make it a little bigger. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, so they want angle B first off. So to find angle B, 39 degrees plus 78 degrees is something, 117? 117. So then subtract that from 180, right? So 180 minus 117 is 63. So this must be 63 degrees right there. So that's just 180 total in any triangle. So now that I got that, they're asking me for side B, I think. What do they want? Yeah, they want side B and side C now. And they say don't round to the final answer. So side B and side C. So how am I going to get side B over here? Well, that's across, huh? So that's the law of sines now. So whenever you want the side across from an angle, what do? You put the B over the sine of the angle across from it, 63, is going to be equal to, and you see I put the sines on the top over here. You can flip all those upside down. That's what Wendy was mentioning. You can put either way. It's upside down, right side up, whatever. You turn that upside down. So I'm saying, okay, I'm going to put the B over the sine of 63. That's going to be equal to, now what other pair do I have? Meaning angle and side across from it. Do I have, for example, do I have this and this? Do I know both of those? No, I don't know C. So I don't have both of those. So I don't want to do that right now. Do you ever see why? Why? If I did that, if I wrote that here like this, don't write this. This isn't right. If I wrote that there like that, the problem would be I'd have two unknowns. I have two letters. I can't solve that. I need to have only one letter and everything else numbers, right? So that isn't going to be a good plan. So I'm not going to do the C. I'm going to do the A, aren't I? Because those I know both of. So that'll be A, which is 5, over the sine of 39. See, there I know everything except one letter. And I can solve for that letter. Does that make sense? How do we solve it? How do you solve two equal fractions? Cross multiply, zip, zip, right? So it's going to be B sine 39 is 5 sine 63. Last step to get B alone. Divide by the sine of 39. There it is. B is 5 sine 63 over sine 39. So just hit the buttons on your calculator. Whatever you get, that's the answer for B. So that's how we use the law of sines to find that. Let's find C now. How am I going to find C? Because they also asked me for C down here. I'm going to do the same thing, aren't I? I'm just going to say, okay, I'm going to take C over the sine of 78, right? These two, which are across from each other. So you always take a side over the sine of the angle across from it. That's what the law of sines says. Equals, now which pair am I going to set it equal to? I want to use two other ones where I have both numbers. Well, I'm going to do the A thing again. 5 over the sine of 39 again. So I just go side over the sine of the angle, side over the side of the angle across from it. Like that. Same thing as we did for B. Cross multiply, diagonal, diagonal. C sine 39 is 5 sine 78. Last step to get C alone. Divide by the sine of 39. Boom, there it is. Hit the buttons on your calculator. We got C. We're done with the problem. Is that making sense? How to find B and C on those? Is that good? Law of sines. All right. Well, I think I'm going to stop there with just one problem.